So I am on my way to the End the Fed protest in Doral, Miami. We got some sprinkling, so it might be raining, but that's cool. We're gonna sit it out anyways, and should be fun. I'm sure I'm already on the terror watch list for all my Facebook activities regarding this in the past 24 hours. Okay, so about to do a quick rendezvous with one of the other fellow supporters. She posted she was at the nearest parking space. See if I find her. I think that's her, yes. This was the media presence I was talking about. He's actually filming a brief news clip now for the official story. WSVN 7, Channel 7 local news. So I have no idea what he's saying to that camera, but hope it's not about communists. Hope it's about free markets and the root of the problem. Other sign I have acquired includes printing money equals inflation, and just holding it out to random pedestrians and driver-bys. I'm currently all alone right now, actually. Aside from the chick who was with her family back over there, it's just me right now, me and the news media. I can only suppose that if they're here, it's because they expect a significant turnout, so I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, so Erin showed up with her whole family, and it's essentially like an army of End the Fedders. So it really makes us look like we have a lot of support. It's our whole family. They each got signs. So see what happens. Yeah, I know that we have like that.
You guys had a rally going on today.
Something is
canceled.
Right. Right. See, that's the thing. Like, I started my own little Facebook page, and I got like 50 people coming. Out of their own means. So it was supposed to be at 5, and some of the people I've talked to said they're on their way.
Of course, yeah. Traffic Friday afternoon. You know.
Yeah.
Hey man, the more the merrier.
Yeah. What do you think about the Fed? Do you have any opinions on it?
Yeah.
Do you even know what the hell it is?
And see if you either get the
Occupy. I know it's Occupy Miami.
There you go. Occupy Miami.
Yeah.
And that area around 5 o'clock, and you'll probably be able to, see.
Yeah, see what they're doing.
All the details about tomorrow.
Right now, their movement is bigger than our movement.
Don't matter.
All right, I know, and
doesn't matter, as long as you guys get it together and
yeah, no,
you're on the same page.
Yeah, we'll probably merge with them because
exactly. One of those, you start your own group, which is great. Other people start their own group, which is great, and then all of a sudden everybody combines, and it's a bigger voice.
And then you actually make some changes. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You're like closely associated with the media. Is it, in your opinion, does it seem like it's controlled in any way? Like some guy from the higher ups kind of sends a message over, and then they just kind of like, is the media controlled a little bit, sort of?
I get to my station, I get my assignments.
So you just kind of come out?
Whatever we needed, there goes the list. Different trucks, different assignments. And wherever you go, and then they'll assign you to a story.
Right. Yeah, because we are part of this movement. We also associate with this guy named Ron Paul. He's running for president in 2012, and he's like the real fucking deal. And media is always trying to ignore him, like not just local media, but I mean like national, like Fox News and stuff like that. Like it just like the media bias is like ridiculous, man. Okay, so we are about an hour and 20 minutes into the protest, and there's been some kind of disinformation going on between the local media and the Occupy Wall Street movement. I think the media doesn't want to cover. The media is focused on the Occupy Wall Street movement. They're not concerned with a small local Federal Reserve protest that was started by me randomly on Facebook, which has about 15 people who said they were going to come, but they're not here yet. The media, they aired a story earlier today saying that the protest was canceled. The Federal Reserve protest was canceled. Now, as far as I'm concerned, what I set up that had 15 people pledging and 11 more people who said they might come, that was never canceled, never. But because the media reported a lot of the people who were going to come, I think, thought that when they said the Federal Reserve protest was canceled, they thought it was referring to this one. And the only thing I can think of is that it was actually referring to an Occupy Wall Street protest that was going to happen here, but got canceled. And so it's bizarre, and my conspiracy theory-driven mind is concerned whether or not some kind of disinformation was put into place to distract the media from here. The Federal Reserve, there it is, distracted from the Federal Reserve and put the attention over in downtown Miami, 25 minute drive from here, where the Occupy movement is happening. So I'm sure there's a lot of end of Fedders in the Occupy Miami movement, but they need to be here, man. This is it. They need to be here. So we'll see what happens. Yes. I actually got to speak with some guy named Muhammad. One of the two people who showed up had Muhammad's number. Muhammad is apparently the head figure of the Miami Occupy Wall Street branch that's been developing down here. And I spoke with him, and he tells me he's not necessarily a leader of the movement. He's just an unemployed guy who feels that we're being screwed over by these corporations and our governments, and that's why he's doing all of this. It started raining, so we had to get the hell out of there, as you can tell. But really, I spoke with him, and he kept suggesting, quite firmly suggesting, that I bring myself and everybody who I managed to gather at the Fed protest. He was telling me, bring them down tomorrow, Saturday, for the Occupy Miami meet that they're going to have. They're going to have a big meeting, apparently, and they're going to try and discuss what to do. Big democratic session, he called it. So I told him I had some doubts. I was concerned. I told him, I asked him, why aren't you guys here at the Fed? Why aren't you guys at the Fed? And he basically told me, this is not a completely organized movement yet. We still have to find out what the problem is. So he kept urging me to bring myself and the people that I had gathered for that Fed protest, and to bring them to downtown. Now, I'm not really sure. I'll probably show up just because the momentum's on our side. On their side, they have a bunch of people, and it'd be a great opportunity to find out who these people are. What are their views? What do they want? What are their demands? And it's also a great way to spot other potential Ron Paul supporters.